Mari or Farah, please go ahead. Interesting. Farah, you have questions?
Of course, of course. I mean, the story is very, very interesting. This is, although I also have watched several of your podcast video on YouTube. And interestingly, just like you said before, the media is very dangerous nowadays because they are hiding every truth, right? And then I saw some of your videos, the podcast videos, are getting taken down by YouTube, right? Because of the community guideline, right? And I'm actually concerned about this since, as I am representing the younger generation, I I noticed that many of the, I think almost all of the younger generation, they are busy making a living. They are busy settling in. They they are they don't get critical enough. Like they only uh see what's on the media and then they just trust what's there, and that's really concerning. That's why, like Professor Richard said, um especially in Indonesia, the society in here, the minds, they are playing minds, although we are rich in nature
Process.
and so on, right? And I want to ask you a question. I don't know if this question can be answered or not, but I want to know your view of this. So since we are in this game of the higher ups, so how do we get out? How can we um know the truths, or like how to find out then?
To find
It's
the answer, you mean?
it's a super good question. Super good. Please let me know when you have an answer. I think that I am absolutely non-violent. You know, that is a guideline in my world. Yet I feel this has to stop. We have to transcend this. We have to get out of this trap that they're getting. And this censorship you're talking about, it's extremely heavy. 95% of all my videos have been taken down. 95. It's not YouTube, Google, paid, even Patreon. And the reason Patreon took my account, which was a large part of our income, was because something that was on my website, not something that was on my Patreon account. It's like unbelievable. So it's like a year ago, there was 1.8 million, hits. If I check my name on Google, I did that just for fun. Now it's 19,000. And Bing, just a month ago, it was 1.2 million. Now it's 52,000. It's like, it is hardcore, brutal shutdown. Facebook, if my wife said happy birthday on my birthday, she was shut down because she broke community guidelines. It's like when I was on one interview with an international judge, and he said, we're going to do an update with Ola Damagod. He was live on Facebook. Boom, we got shut down. Breaking community guidelines just for mentioning my name. It's like, what is going on? So either this is a really bad boy, and in that case, fair enough, but I don't feel like that. I mean, I don't step on ants. I don't kick dogs. I try to live a compassionate, loving life where I really treat everyone with respect. I cannot see that it is right that someone like myself should be censored and threatened, and they tried to kill me multiple times. We had to change. I mean, something is very wrong. Something is very strange, at least. So you asked me the way out. I can only say that what I found over the years is that It doesn't matter if you're at school and there's one school bully that is terrorizing the place. What is he using? He's using force, but the message is, and what he's looking for is fear. He's trying to create fear so that he can rule. So fear, when you look on a global scale, it doesn't matter if it's a bully on a schoolyard, or if it's a government, or if it's an assassin that is chasing you down, or if the mob. It's still based on fear. So the interesting thing with fear, I think, is that it's only in your mind. It's not out here. It's not. And my fear is not your fear. I have my own, and it's only in here, meaning that this is a place where I can, if I practice, control it. Because also fear is always about something that has not yet happened. It's like, what if, or what if, or what, like, so it's pure speculation about something that has not yet happened, and it's only in your mind. So really, it's a joke. We should not focus on fear, except when we pass the street, or if somebody is pulling a gun towards your head, then you can start getting slightly worried. But then again, that gun could be made of licorice. Maybe it's not loaded. Maybe it's just a toy gun, but our mind are so fast to go into fear mode. So to get out of this is to free yourself from fear. I would say the more you can free yourself from fear, the freer you become in your life, and the freer you can move around, the freer and the more balanced decisions you can make also instead, because if you're in fear or panic mode, that is not a good place to be. That's very easy to get hurt or do something really stupid. So I would say focus on your inner peace, focus on your inner peace, and then do the longest journey from here to the heart. Let the heart knows what is right and what is wrong. These forces are trying to get to us through this one, through our mind, through our eyes, through our ears. Your heart knows. It doesn't matter what they say. So very often I try not to listen to this one, and I try to listen to my heart. My heart is very quiet. It's a very quiet voice, but it will tell you what is true. And once you start following that, and you do acts of what in Raj Yoga meant, like they're called perfect actions, something that bring benefits to someone, yourself included. No harm to anyone and some benefit to someone, yourself included. The more you start living with not causing harm, but that doesn't mean being a wuss. It doesn't mean to be weak. It means to do no harm, but absolutely stand up against these and just say, this is so not okay. You say, do that. I say, oh, what? Well, if you don't, then what? Well, we will. What? And the more you can let go of fear, and also, well, you might go to jail. Well, then take me to jail. Look at Gandhi, look at Nelson Mandela. They did more things in prison than they did outside. They became more powerful in prison. It came to in the end, like they were really afraid of putting him in jail because his popularity was just growing every time, So you never know. It's just a matter of the more you can let go of fear, just let it. I mean, I do not like being afraid. I tell you that. I do not like pain. I do not like, and I would like to stay alive. And so it's not an easy one, but it is the way. And then you will also say, when they tell you something and you feel this is not right, then don't do it. Often you don't have to do anything. You just have to say, no, just not doing it. Thank you so much for giving me this option. So not going to do it. I am not going to do it.